2026 USA Jigsaw Nationals. We're so excited to have you, and we hope that you're excited too. So we'll just go through a couple things really quick, and then we'll get started. First of all, just some tips and directions also. Don't open the bags on your table. Don't do that. That's not a tip. Just don't do it. Don't open the bags on your table. Get your belongings, please, under your table or as far out of the aisle as possible to make sure that our judges are nice and safe when they're watching you puzzle. Speaking of judges, let's give them a giant round of applause and thank them for helping. If you recognize that you need to do any team corrections, or you won't need to do any team corrections later if you need to do team corrections, those can go on your sheets. Otherwise, any other corrections, there's a link on our attendee info webpage. So if you have location or misspellings, do it on that form, please. Make sure that you guys have all your distractions turned off, phone, everything like that, so you're not distracting your neighbor or yourself. And a quick note about your tag board on your table, you're definitely allowed to move that. It does have to stay on your table. It just needs to not bother your neighbor, and you can have it where you want. Next slide. So for our prelim Heat C, we have 200 puzzlers, and the top 50 puzzlers, the top 25% will advance. Everyone will have an hour and a half to complete 500 pieces of this unreleased puzzle, which I should mention is all thanks to Ravensburger. Give them a round of applause. A quick rule reminder for anyone that's newer to this, we will do a full countdown, and that's when the timer will start, and then you can open your puzzle. If you open it and your box seals are not cut for some reason, raise your hand. A volunteer will come over and help you get that opened. Don't spend time trying to open it and then have extra time added to your time. Just have a volunteer come open it, and then they'll start your time. As you're coming to a close, if you don't have a volunteer near you, go ahead and raise your hand a little bit to let them know that you're getting close to finishing. They're generally really amazing and have an eye on you, though. And to let them know that you're done, throw your hands up when your last piece is in. That'll let them know that you're done, and you can also celebrate. If you are missing a piece or pieces, there's a 10-second penalty. It's total penalty, so if you have multiple pieces, it's just 10 seconds. So if you notice that that's happening, let your volunteer know that you can't find your last piece. They'll start a 10-second countdown. If you haven't found it within that 10 seconds, they'll stop the timer and write down that time. If you find it sooner, they'll write down the sooner time, and they'll write a PAA on your sheet so that you know a penalty's been applied. If we get through the full hour and a half and you're still working on your puzzle, don't worry about it. Your pieces assembled do count towards your total. And so the volunteers will count all clusters of 2 or more pieces assembled. We'll give you more instructions when that happens. A few quick housekeeping announcements. If you have, we recognize that the results website bandwidth is struggling a little bit, so please don't hit refresh too much, and that'll help it speed up a little bit. You can also check your heat assignment sheet for results. We're putting them in there as well. And when everyone is done, when we're through with all of the solo divisions today, do remember that there is the puzzle chess finals tonight at 7 p.m. in the special competition room, so make sure that you have that on your calendar. So with all of that, if everyone wants to get ready, I want to ask you, are you ready to puzzle? That was like a little too quiet. Are you ready to puzzle? All right, we are going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, puzzle!
Okay, everybody, we are back. This is individual prelim round C. I am your host or co-host, Valerie Coit, and I am joined today by the lovely Michelle Kasper. Hello, Michelle.
Hi, Val. It's lovely to be here, and I have a beautiful puzzle in my hand.
I know, right? We got to get to it right away. Let's talk about this puzzle.
Oh, so we have an image called Rolling Hills by Radina Tilley artist, and we have different hills, each with their own textures and gradients, with a really interesting sky. It almost looks like it's made with layers of paper and paint, perhaps. Yes. It doesn't look like just a flat image. We've got so many interesting textures here. I love the little horses here on like this, almost looks like a sand dune with beautiful bushes around it.
I know. This puzzle is so colorful, so beautiful, everybody. I'm just so excited to see this puzzle make its debut here at our 2026 event. We are going to have the artist joining us in a little while, so then we can ask all about the process of how this was put together. We're just so excited. But yeah, what do you think? Like, what are you thinking for this as a speed puzzle, Michelle?
Oh, I think it's amazing. I mean, we've got, first of all, is it easy to sort? Yes, you have many different colors that stand out. You've got this bright yellow hill right in the foreground. You've got this really rich orange, almost striped sand dune, you could say. So for sorters, it's good. The other question is it good for a border? Just borders first. I would say definitely yes, because you've got enough color variation going down there. I think we could see a lot of people starting early on with the border.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty fast puzzle, because the other thing I think, and we'll notice more when they have it out on the table, is it a little darker in appearance, but to me those pieces look really bright. I think it's going to be easy to distinguish those areas. Even when it gets into the little darker bit, like there is a little bit of that green where it kind of fades into a little darker green. The purple has a little bit of a darker purple, but still I think it's going to be easy to pick those colors out and really make it all work.
Yeah, and you've also got the strong contrast lines, because as the rolling hills you have the next hill coming in behind it of a different color, you've got those really strong contrast lines. Can see here how the purple covers with the green. I'm someone who really likes to do like skylines and just see where the colors meet and then fill in the color blocks. So I could imagine some good times, definitely some sub 40 times on this.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we'll definitely see sub 40. And for me, it's like, I don't know where I would go first. I think I would be tempted to start with the yellow at the bottom, because that looks like it's maybe only about one line more than the edge, or maybe 2 lines of yellow kind of in there before you start to get into another color group. And right now, looking at the table, those yellow pieces really stand out. So I feel like you could pull those just so easy and just start cracking away at that bottom section. What do you think? Are you more the sky person?
I would also go for the yellows, because when I see the pile there, those yellows really pop. And as you say, it is like a slim enough section, just 1 or 2 rows extra across from the border. I think for the sky, it's small enough that some people could stand there, and you also have some really soft colors, like the hills actually extend into the clouds now that I'm looking at it. So it's not just sky. You also have some elements to break it up, like the sun as well.
I do feel like this is one of Ravensburger's strengths in terms of like working with Rachel Panteli. She's here this weekend as well. She's one of the like production managers that works with all the artists. And Rachel, I think when I've had conversations with her, talks a lot about when she's working with artists, really encouraging them to put those little details in there. So even if you have a bit of a flat color in a section, that you're adding those little details, like you could see in this puzzle, so many tiny things like little bushes and little plants kind of springing up in different spots, so that just gives you that little extra context clue of like where something is going to go. But yeah, so we are so excited to have Radina Tilley joining us here at the commentary table. So welcome.
I am so happy to be here, and I'm so glad to be part of this amazing event. It's just so exciting. It's amazing to see so much passion and so much, excitement, and they're like just unbelievable. It's
for your art.
Absolutely.
Is this your first puzzle?
Well, this is not my first puzzle.
No, she has one that's very popular in the U.S.
There was one that was last year.
Yep.
And then this is the second puzzle. And then there is opening the way for more puzzles to come.
Right. So Indigo Forest, I believe, right,
Yes,
was
Indigo
your
Forest
first
was the
puzzle
first
with
one.
Ravensburger, and it's a very
Yes.
popular puzzle. We have a giant background of it downstairs.
Exactly, for the signing.
Exactly, because Radina's going to be signing puzzles this weekend,
Yeah.
so she'll be down there meeting puzzlers, and I'm sure lots of people will have their Indigo Forest with them as well. But could you tell us a little bit about it? Because Michelle kind of hinted, she was like, it looks so layered. So how do you create your art?
It is layered. So the interesting part is my inspiration, first of all, is nature. And when you see nature, everything is built up in layers. From the first layer of moss, and then you see the little peaks of, plants and ferns and flowers, to up to the tall trees, and then the sky with the clouds. So it's just an amazing layering that exists in nature already. And that is also my inspiration for the puzzle, because what happens is, in my artwork, I start with a canvas layer, and then I start with putting that together, the concept, the idea, the colors, the composition. And then it all starts piling up with paper cutouts and oil paint.
Okay.
So it's all about building up an artwork of colors, shapes, and textures. And it turns it into a 3-dimensional artwork.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah,
And-
so that actually, in the puzzle world, it's also like a direct connection, because as you're putting the puzzle together, it's almost like the same the same process I'm putting in my artwork. Like I'm putting things together until they're built up into this full image that you'd like and enjoy.
That is the perfect analogy, and then it begs the question: are you a jigsaw puzzler, Radina? Why are you? Should you be in the competition for it right now?
I should not be in the competition. I will do better in art than in competition. That's for sure. That's for sure. But it's exciting to see, and I find a direct connection with puzzlers because that same passion, that same creativity, that same mindset of putting things together applies to my painting. So it's just amazing to me also. It's just a different build-up.
Right, right. And probably it takes a little longer to put your...
A little longer.
How long does it take you to create something like this?
It takes a few months for the original.
Wow.
Yeah, because all of that layering and cutting, well, starting from the concept, first of all, you start with a drawing and then you go from there. And it's also, I like to put not just the nature vision and inspiration, but also my fantasy combined together. And I also like to mix natural shapes with geometrical shapes because it makes it more interesting. And we are all, as human beings, we're made of shapes, colors, and textures. So that applies to the artwork, and that gives the artwork an extra layer of depth and also an extra layer of appreciation.
Did you make this artwork specifically to be a puzzle, or was this... So you just made this image already?
All my artworks are done the same technique, the same way.
Okay.
So this was actually an existing artwork that was picked up to be a puzzle.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't think of like a more perfect medium for
For the
puzzling.
puzzle.
I mean, it
Absolutely.
really is, like you said,
Absolutely.
it's just
Because
so
it's not
perfectly
just
designed.
the cutting of your shapes, of your puzzle shapes that you're going to put together. It's also the cutting within the artwork. So it gives it that three-dimensional shape, not just making the puzzle, but when you're building the puzzle, there's another three-dimensional shape on it already. So it makes it more interesting.
Yeah. And it is, like you said, like it's such an interesting blend of like you've got some sharp lines, but then
Exactly.
you've also got these
The
beautiful,
softer.
so soft lines going
Absolutely.
throughout.
What was...
Well, it's a whole, like in my vision, I like a lot of bright colors, but I also like a nice composition. I like certain areas to be soft and, you know, fluffy. And then other areas would have more detail and would be more rugged and more interesting. It just adds, every little detail adds to the entire artwork, to the entire picture, because then the end result is just amazing.
Was there a specific location that inspired you for this image?
Mainly the idea of California.
Oh.
Not exactly like the green area, but that too, because in California there is a lot of, but like the rolling hills of California, that's what I had in mind. And then I add my fantasy with the horses and the...
So what is your favorite like detail or part of the
My
puzzle?
favorite detail on the puzzle, it's actually the horses that are the focal, kind of the focal point.
Yeah.
Like I like the idea of just the horses moving there through those. And then another element that I love about this artwork is the different separations of the hills through coloring. So you've got like a split of yellow with a split of the orange, and then it comes the green and the purple. And
Yeah, so the colors, they take hints from the next, section.
And also the lighting. I love the lighting and the shading of this, because the rolling hills already kind of give that idea of like how the light comes through and softens every hill of, you know, every separate hill on the painting.
So I have to ask, because I immediately thought of this when you talked about the medium being like paper and oil paint. So where you have these tiny little lines on the hills, are those made of paper or is that painting?
Those
okay.
are paint.
Okay.
Yeah. It's usually, it's not every detail that's cut out.
Okay.
And also, even on the detail on the cutouts, there's certain cutouts that are flat with the surface that stay lower. And then there's certain cutouts that I erase them with double tape.
Oh, okay.
So that adds another layer of depth. So it's all almost like an architectural kind of building of the painting. But it just adds to all of that.
How does it feel to have like some of the best speed puzzlers in America
It's just amazing. It's
puzzling
beautiful
your
to see.
image that you made with your hands, and now their
is.
hands are putting it together and
Yeah.
having that tactile experience.
It is beautiful to see because it's all about the special hand touch of everything. So for me, putting this together, cutting this together with my hands, painting it and getting it ready without even knowing. And then it comes to this point where, you know, every piece of your artwork is touched by somebody and put together. So it's just special. It's special to have that human connection. It's special, you know, to go from one person to another and transfer what your vision is and transfer that pleasure you had doing that artwork. And it's just fun. I love this. It's amazing. And I hope I made it easy for the puzzlers with this one, because at least the heels are kind of separated. So you just go by heel and make it simple.
I do think we're going to see that. One of the things I've heard kind of from the floor is that everybody, we kind of called it, Michelle, we said, we think a lot of people are going to pull that yellow first because it's so bright and then just get started with that. So we're seeing that a lot where that's kind of, other than the edge, it's like that's where everybody's gravitating.
There.
Exactly. Where did you start with this when you put this together?
Well, actually, I do have to start with the entire scene. Like I have to start with the base.
Because it's layered, you're starting with the base.
I have to start with the base first. And then I start putting the larger shapes first. And then I start working on the details. So I got to go almost like around multiple times. It's not that I try to finish one section. Sometimes you do. It depends how you feel about that piece of artwork. So it's all, there's not a process that goes for each piece that is exactly the same.
So one of the things I was wondering, is this the first time you've watched people do a puzzle of your artwork?
The first time was the Canadian national competition.
Oh, so they used Indigo Forest.
They used Indigo Forest on that. And I saw that people were really excited to do that puzzle. And I had a lot of people that were coming for signing after the competition. And that was actually interesting because I love to ask people about their feedback and how they feel about the artwork and how they felt about doing that puzzle. So there was a lot of interesting feedback and amazing feedback on that one. And I'm glad that, you know, people like my artwork.
Yeah, I mean, I got to tell you, the chat just immediately blew up with love the colors, love this, love this, love this. I think a lot of people
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah, they're going to want to get their hands on this puzzle for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think people will be thrilled that in the prelim round that they have a uniquely designed a special puzzle
Artwork.
made by an artist that they can actually go in and get it signed and meet
absolutely.
you. I mean, that's a really big deal.
Yeah, it's nice because we know that a lot of puzzlers aren't necessarily going to get to move on to the final round. So
Right.
I think that was a conscious choice on our part to not just have like artists only featured in the final, because we want people to get that experience and then get to have you sign it and get to talk to you about it, and it kind of creates a special puzzle memory. I know for me, like that's why I have way too many puzzles in my collection because I go to something like this and then I'm never going to part with that. Like that's going to have a special meaning for me.
Exactly.
You know?
As soon as there's like the sentimental attachment, and especially when you know the story behind an image, it definitely draws you in, and you want to, put it in your like keeper's collection for sure. And I just saw that there were people lining up to purchase it.
Everything in our lives, it's about experiences. So if you have a good experience about something, it's going to stick with you, and you want more amazing experiences. So, of course, like every time that you meet the artist that has done your puzzle would be great, because that makes, again, it comes to the human connection, which is amazing for us.
Do you feel like that is different in terms of the relationship between artist and puzzler? Because we've talked a little about this in past streams. It's like, how many other people will just study your art for a few hours or many hours when they're doing something? I mean, it is kind of special, I feel like.
It is kind of special. But I have no idea what the difference is, because it's a lot of people, even when they buy art, like on the last show that we had, I had one person that would just stay there in front of the painting for a while. And I'm like, I was wondering, like, it's amazing to have such passion about artwork. And again, here it's amazing to have such passion to just sit on, you know, and do this puzzle and like do it with, you know, with such emotion, and it's all involved. It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's
and
an amazing, and it's a talent. Everybody that does puzzles, I don't have that talent,
Wow.
but it's a talent.
I mean, you do put puzzles together,
Yes,
like you said, when you're doing your artwork, so you clearly
but
do
it's
have
a different
talent.
type of
Right.
different type of putting it together, for
Yep.
sure.
I mean, they're doing so well. I mean, we can already see a lot of those yellow hills that we
Yes. Yeah.
mentioned. We can see the sky coming together, and now
Yeah.
on screen we can also see that this person has got the orange hill
Yeah.
also
Yeah, we're only
attached.
17. Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to catch
That's
which
just
table that was,
amazing.
but yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, we're only coming up on 18 minutes, and some
Yeah.
people definitely are making really solid progress.
Yeah, so we've got lots of sorting done here.
Yeah.
This is, as I said, a great puzzle for sorting. We can see some really nice
Yeah,
coloured
really
piles put aside and then working on the border. So it's going to be interesting to see which strategies people use to tackle this puzzle. I mean, that's an excellent example of sorting.
Yeah.
I don't have the patience for
Yeah,
sorting
yeah.
myself, but I can admire, and I love seeing the little piles on the table.
That
What
is
I find
interesting.
amazing is that, you know, they start like sorting out the colors first, but then as soon as one section of a color is kind of sorted, then I see some of the people, of the puzzlers, that just go and take puzzles and then boom, 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 like in a matter of seconds, which is incredible.
That is when you're that as a speed puzzler, that is like the best feeling, when you have this
Yeah.
little pile that's very manageable and you can just like quickly put it
Quickly
together.
put it. Look, I mean, look at this guy.
Yeah,
It's just
it's crazy.
amazing.
Yeah, that's Karen Nil.
Oh, Karen, okay.
She's
Yeah.
a really fast puzzler. She's at table 4, and I know.
Wow.
But not only do I know that she's a fast puzzler because she's at table 4, but she also bet me at puzzle chess this morning.
Whoa. She's almost done like almost
Yeah,
a
the
quarter.
sky's done. That's interesting. She's
It's
coming from
incredible.
both sides, so she did the yellow and the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, something that Karen does to train for the competitions is she records herself and watches the playback, and that's how she notices different chaotic and quirky things that she
really?
does, and then she tries to work on them. So yeah, very strategic, and so yeah, that's one way
it's
that
the
people
first
train
table,
for that.
right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, and I
Interesting.
should say, so we didn't really do much of an intro because we usually start and then all of a sudden the puzzle's in front of us and we just want
Right.
to talk about that. But I
Right.
do want to give Michelle a shout out because Michelle organizes the Euro Jigsaw Jam online competitions.
okay.
And then she also was a commentator at the World Jigsaw Puzzle Championship last year. And she's bringing the knowledge today because she sat down and I looked at her notes and I was
Notes.
like, wow, she has got notes upon
She did her
notes.
study.
Yes.
Well, I can tell you, puzzle chess is a great way to meet people. I did that this morning, and the way that they've got it set it up, it's kind of like speed dating. So you get to meet a lot of people in a short amount of time and puzzle together quickly and then move on. So a really great addition to this year's event. Oh,
Wow.
Oh, this, really coming along fast.
Yeah,
Yes.
Hannah has made
That's
Hannah.
Hannah Doyle at table number 2. And she's seated right next to, at table number 1, Irina Shvidchenko.
That is amazing progress at
That is
20
amazing
minutes.
progress,
Yes.
yeah. So you're going to see some familiar names there. Both Irina and Hannah were top finishers in last year's competition. So now we're seeing Irina and Hannah there.
Oh, great, side by side.
Yep.
Yeah, so Irina has done the sky, Hannah hasn't, but Hannah has been working more on these contrast lines where the different colors meet.
Working a little bit more from bottom
Yeah,
up.
I think it's going to be interesting as people do that because of just the form of the puzzle. You're going to have like these diagonal lines kind of going across, and that's quite unusual for a puzzle. Usually you have like a section that's empty or like a hole that people are trying to fill in at the end. I think there's probably going to be like triangles that are left at the end.
Meeting with each other.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so it'll be like which triangle are people trying to fill in towards the
yeah.
end.
Yep.
Yeah, Irina is known for the Rainbow Cats Cobble Hill Challenge, where she a speed puzzle over 100 times to get it down to like a really
Yeah.
amazing time, something like 18 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
For a 500-piece puzzle.
500-piece puzzles in 18 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Hannah Scott and Karen Nill we were seeing a second ago, and now we're looking at Allie Arundel and Kylie Lenningham.
Yeah, so they've both tackled the sky pretty early on, and Ali has also done a great job of those orange hills. So Ali is in Hawaii. She's actually the only participant from Hawaii, and so she's really happy to be here because she actually has pairs and teams. She has people to puzzle with here.
Yeah.
It's quite hard for her training when she doesn't know anybody else.
Sure.
So maybe there are some Hawaiians out there who are speed puzzlers.
Yeah.
They can,
Come on, Hawaii. Show up. We'd love it.
yeah.
And so this is the fourth overhead camera shot, and this is Louis Dracobli Helsel. Oh, I don't recognize that name. I'm sorry, folks. That's a new one for me. And then Sarah Stubeck. Are you familiar with Louis?
No, they weren't at nationals, or
Okay.
they don't have a ranking from last year's nationals, so it might be a new person.
Or maybe
who's-
somebody on speedpuzzling.com that does a lot, because
Possibly.
that contributes to our rankings, or maybe did a state championship event or something that placed really well. But yeah, we've got just some really, really, things coming together quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just looking at that, Lewis has got a pretty good sizable chunk of the puzzle done. Hasn't done the whole edge or the top edge yet.
Yeah. That's what I'm noticing. Like there's no edge on that side, right?
Yeah, so more like a bottom-up approach.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. So leave it open. I guess for some people, like they find it easier when they have a frame, and then it's easier to put the pieces together.
Yeah, I think you've created a puzzle that allows for a variety of
Yes,
approaches. I
yes.
feel like sometimes you can get a puzzle and it's just sort of obvious, this is what everybody should do with this, right?
Right.
Like that's going to make the most sense, but I feel like you've provided something that
Something
people
different.
can lean into what they'd like. Like if they want to start with a sky or do top down, they can.
Yeah.
If they want to start bottom up, they can, or they can do the whole frame and then fill in. So
Well, I'm glad I changed the rules.
I
A little
just
bit
think,
more variety in the
big
puzzling.
big shout out, Radina, and that you've created something that is going to be a pleasure for anybody to puzzle. I
Well,
really
I'm happy.
think that.
Oh, I love the shoes.
Everybody likes it when they see bright colors,
Oh,
a
yeah.
variety, and just
Absolutely.
those different textures. Was there anything so you're saying this is the original artwork, you didn't change a thing, or were there some things that
I
you
did not
changed that
change.
didn't change a
I
thing?
did not change a thing.
So little did you know, because
And
I
I'm
was
amazing that it works so perfectly for the
well,
puzzles.
yeah, because when I was talking just before you jumped on the live stream, I was
Yeah.
saying how Rachel at Ravensburger, we
yes.
talk to Rachel all the time, and she'll talk about working with artists,
Yeah.
and how sometimes, it is just straight up the original
Yes.
art, no changes necessary
changes.
kind of thing. Other times she might suggest, oh, maybe we could add a little more detail over
Right.
here where this might
Yeah.
get frustrating for people. But you've done it. You've
Yeah.
already got the little details. You've created the
Absolutely.
context clues for everybody to
Yeah.
kind of work on. One thing I hadn't really touched on yet is the big tree on the left. That could be a bit challenging for folks because
Yes.
that is a
It's
pretty
a lot
similar
of repetition.
Yeah, a lot of
Absolutely.
repetition on that side.
Yeah,
So
on the big cypress.
Yep.
Yeah,
the
that might
cypress.
be the final.
The final touch of the puzzle.
Yes.
I think so. I think that could be where we see a lot of people filling in the cypress
Yeah.
tree on the left side.
Yeah. Well, it shouldn't have been all easy, right?
No, right? No,
You need to
especially at
have
nationals.
a little bit of a challenge.
Exactly. We like to give people a little bit of a
little bit of a
challenge at
challenge.
nationals.
It
But
makes
yeah.
it more fun.
It's always amazing to me now. Look at how much Hannah's gotten done.
Oh, yeah.
Like on the right there.
That's
it's
unbelievable.
just coming together
That is-
so quickly. I don't think we're going to see a sub 30, but definitely we're going to be, I think, faster than the first two puzzles.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
the-
under 35.
The puzzles this year are definitely faster compared to last year because the first time in round A was for 36 minutes, 24. And last year, round A was, the finishing time was 46 minutes 20.
Because we gave everybody a cherry blossom border that about killed them, I think.
But the 2 puzzles that we've had already are already much faster compared to all 3 puzzles last year, and I can imagine that this one would also be of a similar level. Was that something when you chose the puzzles, that they should be of like a similar level or similar style?
I mean, we do try to be conscious of that, and that we don't want it to be like one round goes in and it's just a breeze and they're all like, that was so fun, and then the next round is, I was miserable. But I mean, it just depends, right? Like, so much of it is like, what is available for choices? You know, it's not like an endless sea of options.
Absolutely,
like we have to work with Ravensburger and kind of what they, are starting to plan. And then with stock imagery, sometimes it's just really challenging to find things that you feel like are going to work well or complement each other in a nice way. So it's always a challenge. But and Lewis is just really cruising.
Wow.
And look at how fast, Sarah's hands are moving right next to him there.
Yeah, I mean, Lewis hasn't been at nationals before. That's why we don't have a ranking.
Right.
Or didn't qualify for finals. Probably more likely they weren't here last year.
Yeah.
And I think something that's interesting is that in this round of 200 people, 106 people are here first time nationals. So debutantes.
Fantastic. Yeah.
And I think that really speaks about having a larger venue and also moving the location, that it enables more people to attend nationals for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, and that's intentional. Like, we do want to move it around the country, because every time you move it, you get more of the local community that gets a chance to get involved, or that just like has the opportunity. I mean, it's expensive to travel, and we know that that's not always going to work for people to be able to travel across the country. So it's nice if we can move it so that people in our region can kind of all check it out. We were in Washington, D.C. Last year, and then the year before that, we were in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's really
moving. Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah, so on screen we've got Candice Gordon, and she says she's not going to be the fastest in the room, and that's okay. And training for this, she's been doing sprints, so using smaller puzzles to really get small piece counts. That's something she picked up on Instagram, and she's been really training with that.
Oh my gosh. So now we're getting to see sort of a picture-in-picture of, it looks like that must be Hannah. Yep, the headphones. You can see the headphones. So Hannah's down in the lower left, and then again up in the upper right. But look at how fast her hands are moving.
This is, fantastic progress as we're coming up to 29 minutes, and just the light blues in the sky and then the darker blues. And it's going to be interesting how well can you define the darker blues, because they are split over 2 mountains, and you also have these dark greens.
Right.
So I think that at least she's only got darks and lights to pick from, so there is a strong contrast there.
Ooh,
but it's interesting where we talked about the cedar, right? The
cypress, it's still all sitting there uncompleted. I think that is going to be maybe the last bit for everybody.
Yeah.
Might have called that.
But has Hannah cut?
No, I don't think she's sorted it either. No, that is Hannah still in the corner, and she hasn't done it yet.
Oh, okay. I could only see the blues on the top and the right.
Well, what's funny is on the Canadian competition, there was one of the people that I was talking to, one of the puzzlers, when they came to buy the puzzle.
Oops, sorry.
And they were saying, because I said, how did you do with the competition? And they went, well, we did okay, but not great. But she goes, I was distracted because I was looking at the artwork more than I was doing the puzzle, which was funny. But I'm like, I'm happy. Well, you gotta participate in the competition. You gotta enjoy it. You also gotta enjoy the artwork, which is great.
Right, and I think that's what most people are here for. It's not, they don't necessarily think they're going to win, but they're just like in it for enjoying the puzzle.
Yeah,
the puzzle. Yeah. I do think I always love the reaction of just getting to see how everybody when we pull the puzzle out of the bag.
I love that. Yeah. That's my favorite one. And it's just so emotional when you see, like they're so excited to just open it and start and put every piece together and strategize over a puzzle, which is amazing.
Yep.
But this is so what was the record on like last year?
Oh, the fastest puzzle last year? Oh, that's a good question.
Michelle so the fastest puzzle last year in the prelims was round B, the red, white, and blue, and the fastest time was 37 minutes, 56. Yeah.
So even
Wow,
the
this is
slowest
almost-
puzzle last year,
Look at that.
I mean,
filled up.
that was the fastest puzzle last year and would have been the slowest so far this year because we've had two
This could
right around 36 minutes.
This could be the fastest
I
puzzle
know.
Yeah,
so
right?
far.
That's what I'm thinking.
I kind of wonder if she's going to get this done under 36.
Wow.
Oh, the blue is going to go last.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, it's almost like
Yeah.
saving the best for last.
Yes.
Or like
Yes.
Yeah, because I would say
To
the
really
blue isn't
speed-
hard, right? The
to really
blue-
speed up
Oh
at the
my
end.
God,
right.
that's-
Get like a really
Oh,
speedy
yeah, look
finish.
at that.
Woo.
That was
Wow.
incredible just to watch that and just see how quickly she got that together. But yeah, this is not going to be bad because you gave them all those nice little wispy mountains and clouds to work with. So it's not, even though the color looks fairly flat from what
That's
you're seeing on
unbelievable.
screen, there's a lot of different things going on there that are going to give them the clues as to getting it together. I don't anticipate this taking her more than a few minutes.
I don't think so either.
But you can see the whole of the cypress tree on Irina's on the left. You see it like
Just this perfect little cutout of the
is,
cypress tree.
like two row pieces wide.
Yep.
And then this long column. It's very unusual to see such an empty shape like that.
Yes.
Okay, and we can see a lot of gathering around. The cameras are all
Yeah.
kind of congregating around the first table.
Yes. Which is table number 2 and table number 1 with Irina
I hope she breaks the
Shevchenko
record.
and Hannah Doyle. And actually looking now, it's like Irina is getting close as well from what I can see from here. Oh my gosh, I'm just sort of like, don't want to talk because I'm just waiting with
Yeah.
bated breath to see what
Yeah.
happens here.
We're all cheering.
Exactly. It's just so impressive.
Oh, the last pieces.
Oh my God.
Oh, and they just go in. There's just no hesitation. Oh,
Oh,
no,
don't.
something
Oh,
missing.
Oh, come on. Oh, no, no.
Oh,
no.
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 Okay, but still a really good time. They'll take down the 10 seconds if that's it.
What?
Nope. Oh, that's it.
Okay.
Just missing a piece. She'll
my
have the
God.
10-second penalty from when she placed the last one that she had. They just give them a 10-second penalty from when the last piece was placed that she had on the table.
Yeah, I didn't write down the exact
I didn't
time.
see it either, but it's probably going to be just over
That's
33.
amazing.
But yeah, that was great.
It was kind of a delayed congratulations because we're like
exactly.
waiting. Can we
We're waiting
clap
to
now?
see
Can
if
we
she
clap
gonna find
now?
it. Yeah.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, that was really great. That's a fast time.
That
33
is-
minutes.
Yeah, so around 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Oh, and Amber is also looking really good. So Amber,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
This person at table number 12, we saw Amber a little earlier. She's still got the cypress tree. What's interesting is it must be really clear what the cypress tree pieces are because they have the
Yes, the
little berries
little
or things
berries.
on them.
Exactly.
But there's a lot of little berries. Maybe a little hard to get in there.
Too many little berries.
Yeah, a lot of little berries. But at least it makes it easy for them to avoid like looking at those for other sections.
Absolutely,
They can just
yes.
kind of set it aside and go, I'll get to it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is this Arena we're seeing? So yeah, Arena at table number 1.
it is quite hard to stand bent over for half an hour, and also Arena is quite
Yeah.
tall.
She is very tall,
So
yes.
it is quite uncomfortable in that position.
Oh, and now who's this at table 6? So that's Kylie letting him.
And look at this, she's got it split all around. I mean, there's little
it's
holes
just
all
little
around.
holes all around, exactly. And they kind of just look like maybe little darker kind of bits.
I think it's the more shadowy parts, yeah. But yeah, some of the cypress tree is done and some are not. So, but at least, yeah, as you say, they have the berries on there. They should be easier to pick out.
Somebody in the chat had guessed 33:15. They're so close, puzzling Peggy. It's like, good job. That's a good guess. I didn't even put out a guess for this one, but I think we thought it was going to be faster than the other two, and we were right on that. But yeah, this is really impressive.
Yeah, so that means that all 3 rounds so far are faster than last year's puzzles.
Yeah, we made it harder last year, apparently, I guess. I don't know that we tried to, but.
So I'm sure the people who are going to be participating in round D are quite relieved and hoping that this trend continues.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I always make it sound like it's going to be worse than it is, maybe, but I like to torture people just a tiny bit.
Okay, so coming up to a finish here.
Yeah, I think, was that Kylie that we're watching? Is that Kylie and Allie? Yeah, it is. On the right is Kylie. She's so close, just a few more. Right around that 36, maybe under 40.
And I love it when you have
yeah,
these single
almost
shapes just shining through.
Right?
Oh,
Another piece missing.
Oh my God.
So many without the piece. What is going on with these pieces?
I'm wondering if it's the same piece.
I know. Well, and sometimes that happens. Oh,
Oh,
there they
she
found it.
found
It
it.
was on the puzzle.
Oh,
Oh, and Amber. Did Amber sneak in as number 2 before? So Amber actually got the number 2 spot because Kylie was looking for that piece. But it's going to be just a few seconds
oh,
difference.
well done,
between
Amber. So
and
something
Kylie.
special about Amber is that she's actually 8 months pregnant.
Whoa,
So got a little one on board.
that's not fair. She's a pair, not
Yeah.
not an individual. Oh, there we
And
go.
Arena.
Arena, nice work. It's quiet in here. Even though we have winners,
Yeah.
everybody's still staying pretty quiet. Nice work to Arena and Hannah.
And they're both wearing their Peace Talks podcast shirts.
Well, I think it's Radina, such a pleasure to
Very
talk
nice
to you
talking
and
to you too.
joining us.
And
I
good
hope,
luck to all the puzzlers.
yes, and have fun at the signing. And
Absolutely.
we'll hopefully see more of you around this weekend. So
Yeah.
just have a wonderful time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And then we're going to have a guest joining us. Everybody, so get ready. All right. We have Hannah Doyle joining us, the winner of this individual prelim C round. So congratulations, Hannah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so tell us about your experience with this puzzle.
Yeah, I was really excited. It's a really beautiful puzzle. So I was just trying to focus on like taking one thing at a time, trying to figure out what the next like best thing to do was at every point. And yeah, I think it went well.
Yeah.
So you started with the yellows? And did
Yeah.
you decide to do full border or just...
Yeah, I did the full edge. I will always do the edge as long as it's not like super impossible. So the top like sky edge was a little difficult, but I just struggled through it. And then I started with the yellow.
Nice. So is this the kind of thing where you do any sort, or is it just a kind of pick and then do a section and then pick? Or did you create piles?
Yeah, well, at the beginning, I got all the yellow and did that, and then I got all the red and like warm toned colors. And then I did that. But then after that, I was only grabbing like a few pieces at a time because I like to usually like pick and place more.
Okay. So that was Beatrice Endler that finished 5th, and then Hannah Scott just finished, I think, in 6th, if I'm keeping track of this correctly. But okay, so kind of pick and place. This would be a good one for pick and place, actually, because
Yeah.
you've got enough clues there, right?
Yeah, totally. Like, even though there are like kind of big stripes, it was helpful to kind of do the brighter parts of every stripe first, and then there are little trees and like bushes and stuff that help you kind of orient yourself, and then at the end, it was more just like filling in all the less distinct parts, I think.
So we noticed the cypress tree, a lot of folks doing that last, that tree on the edge. Was it hard, or was it just more that like, I can tell these pieces are that and I'll just do it later?
Yeah, I think it was just like a lot of pieces, and they were easy to distinguish. So I just kind of gathered them all as I was going. And then once I got there and all the stuff around it was built, it was pretty good.
We just saw so many
I
finishes.
know, I was like a bunch of them happening. Sarah and Lewis finished like at the same time, and they're in the same table, which I love it when that happens. And this is Taylor Reed. Oh my gosh, yeah, we're getting a lot of finishes. But yeah, it was funny because we were like, oh, maybe that tree's going to be kind of hard. And then you just like banged it out in like 5 seconds.
Was there a reason why you left the sky for last?
I think I have like a mental block with doing the sky. So I like was trying to gather it, but then I felt more inspired to do the tree first. But I guess it didn't matter too much which order, since they were so separate.
Do you feel like you go faster in competition or faster when you're at home just in a kind of relaxed environment?
I think the competition helps, but I think it really depends. Like, it can go either way. Like, at the beginning, I was a little flustered, and so as long as I can rein it in, I think it goes faster. But it's, like, hard to get into the zone sometimes, yeah.
Have you been doing a lot of competitions in the lead up to this? Are you doing any EJJs with Michelle here?
Yeah, I did do an EJJ recently. I did the like solo marathon. I signed up for another one. I'm excited. And then there have been some like local competitions that I've done, and I just try to do a lot of practice.
When you go to a local competition, are they like, okay, great?
Normally it's like a very casual vibe, you know.
Okay.
So everyone's just happy to be there. And usually it's like teams competition, so
Okay, cool.
that kind of lowers the stakes a little bit.
Sure. They're not all like, oh, great, Hannah's here to
yeah.
conquer. Yeah.
The thing is, like, the Bay Area has a really high concentration
true.
of fast people, so it's not even like just about if I show up. It's like there are so many really fast people.
Yeah, good point. That's true. Well, yeah, it's funny because I think we've seen most people are doing kind of yellow and then the sky. And yeah, you waited till the end, but here's another one that also waited for the
there
end.
you go. Nice.
So maybe doing that blue edge is what like prevents you from then wanting to go back to it, because if that is a little bit of a sticky part.
Yeah, I think that is probably true, because once I realized it was more than like one row of pieces, I was like, oh, never mind, because I was gonna do it at the beginning, but then it was just a little too tall, you know.
That was Sarah Meyer there that just finished. Oh, and another one. Oh man, they're cruising.
That's Jessica. These are really fast times.
Really fast times.
And they're coming quite closely together.
That's what I just realized. I like looked at the time and go, wait, we're only at 43 minutes.
Yeah.
I think there's probably like 15 people done by now.
And it's also interesting to see the facial expressions when people finish. Like, it's not like,
right.
like huge relief, like, oh, I'm so glad that it was over. It was kind of like, I did well. That was fun. That was fun,
really
right?
fast. Yeah.
Yeah, the artist did a great job, because it was like just enough to keep you going. There was never a part where you would get really stuck, I think.
Well, what's interesting is that was who we were talking to right before he came over, Adina, and this was a piece of art that was made to be a puzzle. It was just art, and it got made into a puzzle.
Yeah.
And I was like, how did you know you were designing the perfect puzzle?
I know. It seems so intentional. It's
Right?
like perfect.
Yeah, that's great. And sorry, earlier I said somebody who'd finished was Sarah Meyer, but it was actually, this is Sarah Meyer.
Yeah, I think it was Kelsey who had just finished 2 minutes ago.
Okay, cool. I was getting a chatter in my ear that just made me think it was, oh my goodness. Okay, I see a special guest that's going to arrive later, but we'll wait. We can wait. We want to talk to Hannah first, but we have a guest on board. But
That's an exciting guess.
Yeah, I'd love to know what else outside of the championship. What things in the convention are you really excited about?
Oh, yeah. I did puzzle chess earlier. That was really fun. I'm really excited to find out what Cobble Together is. The mysteriously named Cobble Hill competition.
I just realized, I'm like, wait, is that secret? Have I blown that somewhere? I know, but I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
Because, there'll be more fun that way.
At least I don't. It's a mystery to me. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, no, that's one of the questions I've been asking folks. Are you going to be doing a lot of puzzling? Are you going to try to stay fresh? What's your plan for the weekend?
I think I want to do as much as I can just while I'm here, because there's so much extra stuff this year. I want to make sure I can experience all of it. So I might not do any super intense practice, but I'll try to do all the informal stuff.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, this is a little different because last year was your first nationals, I believe, right? In 2025 in DC, and that was part of AwesomeCon. It was this whole other thing, and now this year we're back to the Jigsaw Puzzle only convention, and it's just much more tailored to puzzlers.
Well, there are so many options here. It's like, what do I do when when I'm not in competition, it's like, do you do puzzle chess? Do you go to a seminar? Do you go look at the vendors, maybe buy some things and browse around, or just chat with people, you know? And I think that's one of the exciting things about this, is that there are, there's never a dull moment, and it's almost like there's too many options. Like, I want to do them all.
I know. Why do I have to be an organizer?
Yeah.
This stinks. I want to just go to this event. That would be really nice.
Yeah, you got to check out the Artist Alley. It's been really
have to
great
go down
over
for
there.
that. Yeah. So basically, Artist Alley is something that Allie came up with. I joked we should have called it Artist with an ALY instead of ALLEY, but it's basically we looked for local artists and we matched them up with Puzzle U, which does custom puzzles, and so then they worked together to design exclusive puzzles for this event. So each of the artists in Artist Alley has 50 puzzles for sale. So people will be able to get these kind of one-time only, artist special puzzles. But it was also largely came from the idea of wanting to encourage more diversity in puzzle artists and have a bunch of people get the opportunity to meet with puzzle companies and see about getting their art on puzzles. So we're just super excited that that came together. I think there's 17 artists participating in that, which means there's a lot of exclusive custom puzzles available on site.
Yeah, I already got one I'm really excited about, but there's so much to see. I have to go back, do another lap.
There's some really different ones. I think that's one of the things we were so excited about too, is there were people submitting things that were so different, because one of them is just words. And I don't know if you've seen that one.
I saw it online. I haven't seen it in person.
It's very cool.
Yet.
It's like words that kind of snake around, so it's all just tiny written words. It's really cool looking, and then there's just such a variety, like watercolor and other people using other mediums, and so we're really excited about that. So I'm glad that you went and checked it out and got a puzzle.
Might have to go after this.
Yeah. I know, I'm going to be so curious to be like, is there going to be any stuff left for sale by Sunday? Because I feel like it's hard to resist.
I know. I hope you get like first dibs as an organizer.
We did get the opportunity to pre-order some things, thankfully,
good.
So that was good.
That's only fair.
Yes. But I'm glad that you're getting a chance to experience all of this too. I'm just liking, see, there's that cypress tree again. Yep.
It's nice too because it's kind of narrow, and then on one side it's bright, so you can at least get those pieces out of the way. And then it's just kind of looking at the shape after that.
But I think what's also good is that the berries on the tree, they have like an angle to them, so you can probably tell if they're the orientation of the piece depending on which angle that they're going up.
Yeah. I bet also you could just go off of where the red bunches are a little bit. I was like too stressed at that point. I couldn't pay attention. But you could definitely put some more strategy into it.
Oh, there we go. Another finish. Alyssa Harlow, nice job. Oh, and Andrea Kyle, yay, Andrea's here. I haven't seen her yet, so I didn't know. Oh, this is great.
Yeah, so Andrea's been speed puzzling for 6 years, but she's going to be taking a break of competitions.
Woo.
Yay! But a great finish by Andrea.
Yep.
So she's going to take a break for a while from competitions, but what she says, one of the great things about speed puzzling is you can always come back to it.
Of
and you
course.
basically have like a sport you can do for the rest of your life.
That's true, actually. It's also funny because you hear people say all the time, well, I'm retiring from speed puzzle. And then the next year they're back again.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait a second.
Yeah, it's not, and it's also not something that you're going to be like aging out of, you know, or that you need to retire. It's like you can take a break because, life or family or a career gets in the way, or you just want to take a conscious break.
Right.
But you can always come back to it.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think, too, a lot of times when people say they're retiring, and that's Carolyn Orsi there that just finished. Congrats, Carolyn. But I think a lot of times when they say that, it's more, I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to maybe have a different approach to it. Maybe it's going to be more casual fun and not like I'm practicing or really working hard to like win or place in the top. Like, I think that's probably what a lot of people mean when they say they're retiring. It's like,
And
I'm not going to quit puzzling.
I think when people make the decision to also take a break, congratulations.
Yeah. Doug, nice job, Doug.
That if they make a conscious decision to make a break, it doesn't mean that they're not puzzling.
Right.
It just means maybe they're not going to competitions or just being in a more competitive environment and just enjoying it. Have you ever taken like a set time to recover from competitions or just to not speed puzzle for a while?
Yeah, what I like to do after the major competitions is do like a large piece count puzzle, which for me means like 2,000, which I know is not that large. But so I think that's my plan after this nationals, is to do kind of a longer one.
Yeah.
That is a really good approach, because I don't think, even if you're kind of programmed to want a speed puzzle, if you're getting out a 2,000 piece
Yeah.
puzzle, it's like, no,
Yeah.
not going to happen.
Exactly.
Not going to get a timer out for this one.
Yeah. Or if I'm timing it, it's a very loose, just curiosity, you know, not
Yeah.
like a pressure that I'm putting on myself.
Exactly.
And I really like how you have already like in mind something that you're going to do after nationals to kind of like take it down a notch and just to like recover.
Yeah.
Because as I'm chatting to people, I'm hearing a lot of people, you know, there's a lot of nerves, there's a bit of stress, you know, there's
Yeah.
as people come to this. And I think it's also, it's good to know what you can do when you get back, that you don't have to like speed puzzle all the competition puzzles that you weren't in or something. It's like, no, now it's just like time to
Yeah.
Yeah. I
take
wanna
it easy.
Maintain, you know, the enjoyment as much as possible.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, speaking of that, I'm going to let you go and enjoy other things. But
Yeah.
I loved watching you puzzle. It was a pleasure. You did such a great job. Congratulations
Thank
again.
you so much.
We'll look forward to seeing you more this weekend.
Thank
so,
you.
Yeah,
Thanks, Hannah.
Yeah, you too.
And I mean, everyone is doing so well. We're only at
I
52
know.
minutes and we're just getting like every 30 seconds there's
I know,
another
right?
finish.
This is interesting, though, is we're not seeing like a big wave of finishes like all lined up. It is sort of just kind of constant, just like one after the other. So this is... all right, and we have another guest joining us. I love it. Thanks for coming over, Kylie. We're so excited for you. You placed third here in this individual prelim. How are you feeling about the puzzle?
I loved it.
Yeah, nice. So is this the kind of puzzle that's like your kind of ideal
Yes.
art? Oh, how
I
so?
like the bright colors, a lot to work on.
Lovely. So what was your approach to this puzzle?
Just kind of went with what I felt. I did the sky first, and then went down here, and then just from there, just was kind of all over.
Nice. So yeah, it was very easy to differentiate, which I think is
Yeah.
nice with this puzzle. Yeah. Was there any time that you felt stuck?
Not really, maybe a little bit over here,
Okay.
So like in the
left side,
the sections where there is some shadow on the
Yeah.
hills, yeah.
and getting the mountains mixed up.
Okay.
The dark blue, purple.
Yeah, we talked about that. I was like, I wonder if the little bit of darkness and that shadow and the
Yeah.
purple and stuff was going to be a little bit more challenging. What about the cypress tree on the left? Because we're seeing a lot of people end
Yeah.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I got stuck there a bit.
But I mean, clearly you didn't get stuck too badly because you did really, really well.
Yeah, that was a personal best.
Was it
Wow,
really?
fantastic.
Oh, we love to hear it that people get personal bests in competition. So do you compete a lot? Like how
fair
often do
amount.
you compete? Okay. By fair amount, is it like every weekend? Are you doing a lot of online competitions, mostly in
Like-
person?
Maybe one a month.
Oh, really? Oh,
I'm in
that is pretty good.
Indiana, and there aren't too many there.
Okay. Okay. Is this your first nationals?
Second,
Oh, were you in DC?
yes.
Ah, okay. So, I mean, you must be feeling really good right now.
Yep.
Third in your preliminary. Have you seen a ton of improvements since?
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you been doing to improve? Like, do you practice a lot? Like, what's your?
Yes. I've been reworking puzzles I've done before. That, practicing harder ones, and going over areas that gave me trouble.
Ooh, that's an interesting idea.
Yep.
So just kind of working on specific areas.
So how would
Yep.
you describe your ideal puzzle? What are your skills in puzzling, or what do you prefer?
I like bright colors with organized sections like this.
Do you do a lot of collages? Are those favorites for you?
I like those.
Yeah, me too. I'm a big collage person. Like if I see a collage puzzle, yeah, that's going with me for sure. Yeah, no, this is really, I think this puzzle lends itself so well to that if you like the bright colors and easy sections.
Yeah.
So not a big busy puzzle fan?
I mean, they're fun to do leisurely for sure. Competition, not so much.
Really? Are you going to be doing pairs and teams as well?
Yes.
Oh, you are? Okay. Is it new folks that you're competing with or people you've competed with before?
I've competed with my partner for pairs before, but not my team.
Okay.
So I'm excited to work with new people.
Okay. Who are your teammates? Do you want to give them a shout out?
Lindsay Anderson and Lisa from Utah.
Oh, nice. Okay. There's a big group of puzzlers in Utah. I feel like you've
Yep.
got a state organization going. There's lots of people in Utah that do the speedpuzzling.com, right? Mm-hmm. Nice.
Shout out to Lindsay. She's gone to Worlds.
Oh, really? Oh, is that a goal of yours?
Yes.
Oh, really? Anytime soon or just a far off goal, like someday?
I would like to soon.
Really? Okay. Well, Michelle knows all about Worlds. She was there last year.
Nice.
Yep.
So what are you looking forward to doing here at the convention?
Definitely buying more puzzles to work at home and meeting new people.
Nice. Are you going to do any of the fun, like puzzle chess, other events?
Yeah, I'd like to.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, that's great. That's exciting. I wish I could do it. I'm a little jealous right now. Are you somebody who you get done with the competition and you immediately want to go do another puzzle, or is it more I want to relax now for a while?
Either way,
Really?
yeah.
We used to always joke, my team and I, we would go do a competition, and then the first thing we would do is go to a coffee shop and do more puzzling.
Yep.
Yep.
I understand that.
Yep, completely. It's like it's almost like it's getting you fired up for it, and then you're just like, okay, now we can do some more, right?
Yep.
Yep, exactly.
Can you tell us maybe something specific that you've done to, like a strategy or something you've done to improve, something you've been focusing on?
Making sure not to be stuck on the same piece. Because I've had that happen and that has slowed me down way too much.
So how do you deal with that if you can't find the piece that you're looking for, or you just can't find where it goes in?
Just kind of leave it and move on to a different area and stick with areas I know where to put things, and then leave that section or piece for the end.
So you're knowing when to move on?
Yep.
That is the hard part. I struggle with that myself. Like, I get the stubborn streak in me.
That's something I've improved on since last year for sure.
Really, yeah. Because sometimes I just am like, no, Val, you can do this. And then I'm like, why am I forcing myself to do this?
Yep.
Just move on.
So did you feel that like a year ago you maybe get a bit fixated on a piece, like where does this go,
Yeah.
and just hold on to it and need
Yep. And it would be sitting in my hand too, getting in the way. So now I put it down.
Yep.
And do you have a specific place that you put it down so you know I've tried this piece and I got to leave it for a while?
Nice.
No, but I usually am able to remember which one it was and be like, nope, not that one.
Don't touch it again.
Oh, I'm totally guilty of that. I've heard Mari Black refer to as puzzle jail, where you keep the puzzle jail
Yep.
pieces over here and don't touch
I was
them.
watching that and was laughing at it.
Yep, because I am so guilty of where I'm picking up the same piece over and over and going, why can't I find where this goes?
Yeah, I
And-
was watching with my parents, and I said I should start doing that, and they were like, no, maybe not while you compete, because we don't want to try anything new, but I think I'm going to start doing that.
Yep, create a puzzle jail. Just say, these are ones I'm not going back to till later.
Yep.
Exactly.
And how do you reflect on your puzzling? Are you someone who records yourself and then watch back? Or how do you like think back on the puzzle and what you would like to improve on, or how it went for you?
I need a tripod so I can record myself, but in the meantime, I just, as I said, work on areas that gave me trouble and puzzles that would be difficult and get better with those.
Wow, you sound like you're really dedicated to this, so that's fantastic, because I have never taken it that seriously, and I probably should if I want to get better. But I mean, that's really great if you're taking the time to record, and obviously, it's working. Whatever you're doing is working.
Yep.
So congratulations.
Thank
on
you so
finishing.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
nice to meet you, Kylie.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, thank you. Have fun the rest of your day. We'll
Yes.
see you this weekend. Yeah.
Yes, we will.
Thank you.
Is it okay if I jump off for a little bit? This is Amber.
Sure. All right, so we had just crossed the 1 hour mark, and we're just going to see another finish here from Danica. Looking really fantastic. Yeah, finishing off in that cypress tree. So just the final pieces there. And we have seen so many finishes under the hour mark. I think people are going to be really thrilled with this puzzle. And yeah, I have a guest with me. I have Amber, who finished the third, I believe. It got a little bit confusing there for a moment because there was missing pieces and that we weren't quite sure. But yeah, welcome, Amber.
Thank you.
Yeah, so tell me, how did it, what were your reaction when you opened the puzzle bag today?
Oh, I loved it. Right when I opened it up, I knew it would be a good puzzle for me. I really like landscape photos, especially ones with lots of colors, lots of different sections that I can sort out. So I was really happy first thing when I saw it.
Yeah, that's great. And I mean, you got such a good time on it. And what was your strategy to approach it?
So I started with the sky, which is usually my go-to. It was clearly the brightest section. I initially was drawn to the pinks next, but then I decided to move on to the yellows. So I sorted a little bit with the pinks, went to the yellows, and then mostly worked my way up, kind of the brighter sections first and then darker ones. And then at the end, I did the tree on the left, which was definitely the hardest part for me.
Yeah, we were looking at that tree and thinking, oh, is that going to be the place where people finish? Yeah, was it as bad as it looks at the first view?
Yeah, it wasn't great. I didn't love it. Once I got the bright sides, the berries were kind of all intermixed in there. So that was, I definitely slowed down on that part, but I was able to push through and get it done. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's so wonderful. And yeah, how do you feel right now? Like now that it's the first one is out of the way, prelim, going to the final.
Yeah, I feel great. I think I did, about as well as I think I could have. So I'm looking forward to see what they have for us for the final. But I feel very accomplished.
Yeah. So we had a chance to, I asked you a few questions before this round, and I just found it really fascinating to hear how you came into puzzling, and also you mentioned that you're pregnant.
Yes.
Does that have any impact on your puzzling? I mean, I remember when I was pregnant, I couldn't get too close to tables and things. Are you changing the way?
Yes, absolutely. I used to solely stand when I speed puzzled, and I kind of taught myself to sit down for most of it. I actually think I'm at a place where I probably could stand, but I was worried I wouldn't be, so I kind of trained myself to get comfortable sitting.
Yeah.
So definitely had to change that up, but for the most part, it hasn't impacted me too much. So,
well, we're really happy that you're here and that you're puzzling. I also really like how you said that since you're very busy as a pediatrician and also as a mom, that you don't have much time to prioritize yourself, and that speed puzzling is a way for you to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been really great to do something, just for me that can be competitive and something that I really enjoy to do. So I've been really happy that this has been a new part of my life this last year.
Yeah, because also you're kind of like a newbie to speed puzzling, I hear. Is this your first?
Yeah, my first nationals. I first discovered it last year, kind of around February, March, and so it was a little too late to sign up for nationals. So I had watched the live streams at home and knew I wanted to do it this year. So this is my first really big event, other than some local things I've done.
Oh wow! So
That's fantastic.
So that's quite a progression from just hearing about this after nationals to like coming third.
I joke this is so clear about it. We keep basically working ourselves out of contention because we used to be fast, and now new people keep learning about us and coming in and just eclipsing all of us old timers. But I mean, congratulations, that's amazing.
Thank you so
coming in
much.
second in your prelim. Did you come in with any expectations like that?
Not really. I mean, I thought I would qualify. I felt pretty confident with that, but I didn't know how. I did not expect this at all. So was very excited about it.
Oh, that must be so exciting for family to see.
Yes. I have my 2-year-old here and my husband, and so they were really excited about it.
Very cool. Yeah, is there anybody watching at home too?
Yeah. My parents, my in-laws, my sister.
Really?
So I have a few family members. Some people at work cheering me on. I'm not sure if they were able to get on the live stream at
Sure.
work, but they're waiting to hear how I do. So
They're probably going to be like, "Wait, she's on it!" Like,
Absolutely. Yeah, I
That's so
wasn't sure if
cool.
I would make it or not. So.
No, congratulations. Yeah, that's just fantastic.
I love one of the things that you told me earlier is that because you love puzzles, that your friends and family like to give you puzzles as gifts, but they tend to choose like really hard ones for you. But somehow that works to your favor and gives you like good experience and skills.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I just naturally worked them fast when I was working with my family, and they would get kind of frustrated and say, we need to get you harder puzzles. And so they'd find, the ones that were double-sided with the same picture, or something that's just a bunch of Dalmatians or something really difficult. So I think getting better at the difficult puzzles has made me feel comfortable with anything that comes my way with the speed puzzling. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're doing like, solid color puzzles or like these challenge puzzles where it's just so much repetition, you have to, not rely on the image, but you develop skills in shape sorting. Do you think that, did the shape really play a role today?
I think it certainly did, especially when I get to the tricky sections, like the tree on the left. I really relied on the shape piece more than the colors and the image. So I think depending on the puzzle and the harder it is, the more I have to use those skills. So I think I definitely used it in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it is funny when you talked about the gift giving thing, because that does happen. If you're good at puzzles, people think, well, then I got to give you really hard ones. But the difference between you and me is then I just take those to the next swap I go to, and I don't do them.
And I'm the one that picks those up from the swap.
Oh, okay, good. Well, good for you. This is why you're at this level, Amber. Like, you're doing great, because I'm not one that likes a super challenging puzzle, because I like to feel like I'm making progress. But I'm always like, go buy me the easy 500 Ravensburgers, because you don't want to buy them for yourself, because you're like, well, that'll only take me like an hour and a half, and that seems wasteful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what's the hardest puzzle you've ever done?
Oh, that's a good question. So I did one that was just a bunch of gray and black lines, like pencil marks in different directions.
Oh.
It's by, I can't think of the brand right now, but it's the brand that makes a lot of these really difficult puzzles. I think it's Brigman's or something like that.
Okay.
But yes, they make a lot of really hard puzzles, and I've done a lot of theirs.
Oh,
But yeah,
really?
this one's just a bunch of gray, slightly different shades of gray lines.
I'm getting a
white
headache
background.
just thinking about it, Amber.
If you can handle that, you can handle anything.
Right? I feel like it. Like, she's pulling this out of the bag and just being like, okay. I mean, this is a piece of cake compared to that, right?
Yeah, I like a challenge. So,
Wow.
What are you hoping for in the final?
I hope it's another great puzzle that I enjoy. I don't have a specific number I'm looking for, but I just want to feel like I did my best and put up a good time. Yeah.
Would you share your personal best? Do you have a record that you've accomplished on a 500 that you're looking to, improve upon?
Actually, this is probably one of my best 500 times. I think my best has been around 35 minutes, and so I came pretty close to that for a first attempt. So, but yeah, I'm happy anytime I'm under 40 for sure. So
yeah, well, that's a
Can't be
huge
unhappy with that.
accomplishment, right? I'm just looking, another cypress tree as our ending.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, lots of those. I like the U of M logo. That's who I work for.
Yeah, so the first half of the room is cleared out, or at least the first 3 rows, you could say.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so we are seeing that shift go towards the back of the room, but we're only at 1 hour and 9 minutes. We still got 20 minutes to go, so definitely going to see a lot more people finish. And
sure.
Yeah, and this is the fastest puzzle of 3 that we've had so far. So yeah, hope for a higher finishing rate as we go through.
That was 181. That is Michaela Udelman. Nice. Oh, this is just so great. I do love hearing everybody in the chats like, all the puzzles are so pretty, and I love all of these, and it's just so rewarding and lovely to see as an organizer, like people loving the puzzles. That's one of our goals, obviously.
I'm afraid to look at Instagram because every time there's another message, Michelle, can you fit another one in your suitcase? My suitcase is full.
No more. Because, you're doing some road tripping after this. Because you're living in New Zealand, or no, living in Germany, but from New Zealand.
Exactly.
Yep.
So, based in Germany, and I have a lot of friends in Europe who are eyeing up these amazing puzzles, and hoping to get their hands on some of them.
I mean, it is different. Every country may have a difference in what's available to them in the Ravensburger catalog. So that is why we have like a lot of friends in Europe who are like, we don't know that we'll have all of these. So can you get them for us?
Oh, there's Karen.
Oh, yeah.
She's the mum of Sammy, and she's participated in 2 nationals, and both times she did not finish her puzzle. So she was
wow.
She was just hoping to finish her puzzle, and she did it. And she's at 1 hour 10.
Yeah, she had plenty of time left.
Oh, she was thrilled. That was so exciting. So happy for her.
Fantastic. Yeah, congratulations, Karen. That's so cool. But yeah, you can see there, they just showed the room. A lot of it is cleared out. Definitely a lot of people finishing this. Yeah. So overall, what's your impression thus far of nationals?
I've loved it. It's been great. Yeah, I got to do some puzzle chess this morning, which was just really fun and casual. Get me warmed up a little bit. So I can't wait to try the other puzzles I've seen as well. I've been really thrilled with the images so far this year. So
great. Well, that's awesome. Well, we can let you go and celebrate if you would like, and enjoy some time with your friends, and go shopping and all the good things. But thank you so much for joining us over here. And
absolutely.
Yeah, congratulations on a great finish, and we'll look forward to watching you in the final.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, well done, Emma.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we're going to watch some people finish out. Yeah. Oh, here we go. We got the leaderboard up so we can get a good look at our top 10. So Sarah and Lewis were right next to each other in time, 8 seconds apart, grabbing that 9th and 10th spot. Lots of familiar names there, but definitely Amber and Kylie kind of new to the scene for nationals.
Sorry, I said that, there was a bit of confusion about who came second and who came third because of the missing piece.
Oh, yeah,
so
sure.
Amber,
Sorry, yep.
Amber came in at second place, and then third place was Kylie.
1 second after.
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And I'm sure it was the missing piece that kind of caused that little bit of confusion there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Kylie had one missing at the end.
But yeah, a really great top 10 there. Everyone can be really proud of themselves.
Oh my gosh, yes. Look at that.
8 under 40,
Right?
sub 40s. Wow.
8 under 40.
I think people are going to be really happy with their times.
Well, and actually, looking at that, I was a little confused because it looked like Hannah Scott may have actually been in a tie with the other person, because it said 0 time difference between Hannah and the person who was in Beatrice in 5th. Maybe it's a tie, technically. Oh, I like that T-shirt. It's like a flag.
Is that Colorado flag?
Oh, yeah, maybe with then the piece in the middle. That's really cool. Got to keep an eye on that puzzle fashion, everybody.
Yeah. So, of course, we hope for as many people to finish. Clearing the room is probably unlikely because we have so many newcomers. However, if we look at the finishing rates from last year, the fastest when the finishing time was around 30, it was under 38 minutes. There was 31% of people did not finish. Now that this finishing time is 4 minutes earlier than that, we can assume that the did not finish rate is going to go down maybe to about 20 to 15%. So we're definitely hoping for a very high majority. Oh, hello, we have a visitor.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your excellent commentary there, Michelle, but I have a little visitor.
I see a USA Jigsaw T-shirt.
He's got his T-shirt, his little, he's wearing the 2026 Kermit. So, yeah, this is my little support chihuahua for the weekend.
Oh, fabulous.
But he's a puppy that I got not that long ago, a few months ago, and he's a great little co-host. So we thought he would join us on occasion on the stream and say hi to everybody and model his fashion.
I love puzzle dog fashion. I didn't know that I would because I didn't know that it exists.
Yep. So Kermit is going to hang out for a little while here, but He's not well, actually, Kermit does like puzzling. Whenever I'm puzzling, he's usually on my lap watching my hands move around. Occasionally, he will try to contribute in the way of getting one in his mouth, but he doesn't eat it. So he's learned not to eat the piece, just maybe give it a nibble. So he's a good little puzzler.
Look at this here. We have somebody finishing on the blues, on the strip of blue. And actually, it's more
instead of the
purples.
sky or the trees. So, and then, there's another person finishing on the tree. Yeah. Oh, I didn't catch the name there.
I think Annie on the T-shirt. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well done, Annie.
You're being so good, Kermit. You're a good co-host. Well, this is so just satisfying to see this many finishers. We're only at 1 hour and 16. We have 14 minutes to go, and this room is nearly clearing out. I just can't wait. I'm sure when we get to final rounds, we'll have more likely the scenario where we'll clean out the room and everybody will finish. But even to have this many people doing so well in the prelims, as you said, there's so many new people that are participating.
Yeah, I think that's a really exciting thing. I mean, there are many familiar faces, but just for new people to have a chance to participate in a competition at this level, and you've raised it from around 600 to 800 individuals. So this is a massive competition.
Yay! Big shout out for that person. Awesome. Yeah.
Oh, I love these smiles, yes.
Yeah, you're right. This is the
joy, pure joy.
Pure joy.
And Michael is also coming into the close here on that cypress tree.
I do think that...
we got someone finishing on the border next.
Oh, you're right.
Somebody's left the border for last. But
okay, that's epic because... hardly anybody does that.
Yeah.
So that's just so interesting. Now I'm like, I want to see how this person tackled that entire puzzle if they're ending with some border pieces. That's fantastic. Oh, yeah, so many finishes happening. But yeah, I was going to point that out. So this is the most we've ever had in individual competition. In 2025 in DC, we had 600. And we sold out so quickly that we realized, oh no, we have to add more. And so we added 200 more people this year with 800 and sold out just as quickly. And we have a giant waiting list. So it's really hard to keep up with the demand at this point. I feel like this event could go on for 4 or 5 days and we could easily have that many rounds. But as organizers, we're trying to keep it manageable for people in terms of travel. I know that's hard for folks that don't make the cutoff or get in there, but that was another reason why having all the convention activities is so nice, because even if people aren't participating in this, there's all these other activities they can do. And then we do have people getting in at the last minute via the wait list. So we're excited that, to have that problem is a lovely problem to have so many people that want to participate in your event.
Yeah, can you tell me roughly how many volunteers you have at the moment? Like the volunteer judges, like I see at least around 20?
Yeah, we do 20 for each round, ideally, so that they only have 10 tables that they really need to kind of manage, which is about a row of tables, which just makes it a lot easier and less stressful for them. They can still give each other a shout out too if they need somebody to come over because they've got a couple people in their row that are close to finishing at the same time. There's that person finishing all those edges.
Michelle is finishing on the edges.
That's fantastic.
Good job.
And another thing we added this year for our volunteers, Duke just pointed to the hat. This is fantastic. And I love her shirt. Puzzles are my love language. Great. But another thing I was going to point out is we gave all the volunteers the little aprons this year for holding their supplies. And I'm hearing good things about that. So we constantly are trying to add to the event and give volunteers more to work with. But it's kind of crazy. Like, we have so many volunteer shifts available. I think over the weekend there's going to be 200 volunteers helping out at the event. But these are the ones that fill up first. People want to do the judging and the competitions. I think they just like being in there.
It is exciting to be on the floor amongst all the puzzlers. And well done. We just had another finish. As I look out across the room, I can see that Susie is still puzzling Susie. So she's a big personality. She's 66 years old, and she is so much fun. And she's always she loves the Peace Talks podcast. She loves the live stream, so she's often in the chat. And I hope that we'll catch a glimpse of her. She's in a bright pink shirt. And one of the very interesting things that I learned about her when I met her is that she's a thrifting queen.
Oh, really?
So she has found some amazing deals. She has a map of the 23 thrift stores in her location that sell puzzles. And her best deal that she has found was a $2,000 premium wooden hand-cut puzzle for $2.99.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Susie, you need to hook us up with this thrift store list. This sounds amazing.
And she's got so many others. She's like, oh, I found this one. It costs $100 new, and I got it for like $1 euro. I want to say euros. No, it's dollars. $1 or $2.
That's amazing.
So she's got all the deals.
I love these puzzlers because they're so detail oriented. They love the data. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, and just knowing all the stores and how to get a good deal. So she doesn't pay full price for puzzles. She always gets them at like a fraction.
Oh, that's amazing. I gotta say, I do a lot of the thrifting myself. That is definitely the way to go. It's getting hard though, because as the popularity of jigsaw puzzles has gone up so much, I'll go to thrift stores sometimes and they're putting out new puzzles, and there's like 3 of us standing there just like, okay, get those out so we can grab them. I mean, it's like you're kind of competing with a lot of other people to get good puzzles.
Oh, is that the...
I was going to say, is that
the wife?
I was just going to say, is that Rob's wife?
Yes. Yes, Rob's cheering.
I know. I was just like, okay, that's fantastic. Got the Peace Talk shirts on.
Oh, yeah, Candace is about to finish. Yeah, and Candace, she's a software engineer, so she loves breaking down big, messy problems. And when she's doing a puzzle, she loves to find shortcuts and the most simplest logical paths. So she's a real, loves to look for solutions, and she approaches her puzzles very strategically.
Oh, and look at that. So systematic at the end. It was just like bing, 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 one after the other. And I love the shirt.
Great.
Big fan of puzzles and human rights. Nice.
Oh, yes, fantastic. Oh, another finisher coming in at table 99. So that is Meg Craig. Just got top border of sky to close out. And I see the person across the aisle from her is also coming into the close. So now the room starts to get a bit more noisier again as people are chatting, people are coming in. It's always exciting to come and see, like, just before the deadline of the 90 minutes, who else is going to finish, and also the tension in the room raises.
I know, it does. It's like we have this like lull in the middle, and then it kind of gets a little tense again at the end to be like, is everybody going to finish in the time? Karen was just saying that on the last stream. She was like, wow, I feel like I'm almost more tense at the end than at the beginning.
Oh, I love the final finishes, the ones that come in down to the wire. They are an absolute thrill. So,
here we go. This person's going to finish. Oh, I love that tray, a little black tray there. Alexandra.
Oh.
Nice. 127. Very nice. That was Alexandra Flieger? Yeah. Nice work.
Yeah, it looks like this tree is giving
that really is the thing,
some trouble. Yeah, so it's really about shape here, really focusing in on the shapes of those knobs, and also if try a piece and you don't know where it is, to put it aside just like that, so you know I've tried that. Don't just don't put it back into the mix again and then forget that you've touched it.
So, Michelle, are you a random cut or ribbon cut person? Which do you prefer?
Ribbon cut, but also we don't really have random cut puzzles in Europe. It's very unusual to have that.
Well, then you're going to have an interesting time at Puzzle Chess.
Well, I did have Puzzle Chess this morning, and there were some really wonky piece shapes, I have to say. It's very unfamiliar, we just don't really have so many European brands that do that, and it's always a surprise. But I know people in America are just so much more used to it, and
big sigh of relief there.
Okay, we're coming down to the 5 minutes.
We're going to get to the 5-minute warning here.
Yeah. Oh, and table mate is also going to finish. Okay,
Yeah.
we've got a lot. Oh, we've got a lot more finishes in the next 5 minutes.
I
Come
do
on,
think
everybody.
so, yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah, I will say, like, growing up, I almost always did random cut. I do think it's a much more common thing in the States. Like, I grew up with Springboks, which are definitely very random cut. And then, you know, a lot of the puzzles I do now still are random cut puzzles. So I wasn't aware that they weren't as available. I thought it was maybe just like their niche market or, you know, but it sounds like it's more just almost everybody does a ribbon cut over there.
I mean, I know there's Eurographics, but they only have them in the 1,000 piece puzzles, and they're from Canada. I cannot think of a European brand off my head. I'm sure they exist, but I cannot think of one off my head that has a
Nice work.
a random cut.
So that was 98. That was Shannon May. So relieved looking.
Yeah, something I thought was interesting. Yeah, good job.
Yeah, nice work.
I saw on the schedule that there's also stretching.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we have stretching sessions on Saturday and Sunday mornings. Yeah, we have a yoga instructor that comes in and is going to do some stretching. This is 150. So Allie just went up and gave about the 4-minute warning a little bit ago. This is Heather Haynes O'Brien here we're watching. Love that shirt as well. It's so cute.
Yeah, so basically everybody from table 62 onwards are participating in their first nationals.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, we have a few newbies sprinkled throughout the earlier tables, such as Amber. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
She's
finishing on
got
that
this.
blue, so you can tell there's like 5 or 6 like just blue pieces. Nice. She was really cruising at the end there. It was just like,
It's like left, right,
yeah.
hands crisscrossing here.
and using both hands too, like not just placing with one, but yeah.
Oh, Audrey's got this as well.
Audrey Bryan.
Oh, missing.
Oh, missing. Oh, no. Look under the phone. Where could it be?
Call it.
Call it. Yep, exactly. Nice job. Made it. Oh, and another person made it. 137. That is Cameron Couch. Nice work, Cameron. Oh, that's just such a good feeling to just make it in under the wire.
Yeah, just coming up to 2 minutes now. Oh, that's still quite a number of people. I would say
Yeah.
40 tables.
I think you're probably
around
right. Yeah,
that.
right around there.
Yeah. But I think it's just been a fantastic round. I mean, a beautiful image, a lovely talk with the artist, and to understand a bit more about how this image came to be, and also following the theme of pleasant puzzles that are where the majority of people will finish in the time. I think that's really important as well.
Yeah, this is the part. So it's so hard as an organizer to know what these images are for just months and months in advance and not be able to say a word or talk about them in any way. So it's just such a relief for us when the weekend finally is here and we can be talking about them as they come out and just getting to see everybody enjoy them. It's so satisfying. I mean, we're not even involved in the production like the Ravensburger folks, and we still have like it feels like a point of pride, you know? So it's wonderful.
I hope Chelsea can make it at table 139. Come on.
Yes, come on.
We're
Oh gosh, so few left, and you've got almost a minute. Come on,
I think
you can do
Chelsea's going to
this.
get a big cheer. Come on.
Oh, come on, Chelsea, 30 seconds.
Finishing it in the dark green hills, yeah. So there's these dark shadows, and they've got stripes on them. They all look very similar, those pieces. But yeah, just focusing in on the shape, getting them in closer.
Oh my gosh, come on. This is killing me. I'm just like, you can do this. And your hands just turn to mush, I feel like, when you know it's like, oh, we're right
Got
there.
it. Come on.
Oh, missing. Oh, missing a piece.
No.
Oh, it's on the puzzle. I
It's on
can
the
see it on the puzzle. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, that was so exciting.
No, there was one piece
I
left.
was going to say, I don't know if the last one's going to count because I think she put it in after, but, we'll see what they do. But that was just incredible.
When you have a missing piece, like swipe your hand across the puzzle because often it's just on there.
Yeah, and sometimes we can't see it on the stream, but there you could kind of clearly see it on the edge there. But what a fantastic round. So much fun getting to commentate with you. Michelle, we're so excited you joined us for this weekend.
It's been amazing. I've just felt very welcome, and I'm just, thrilled to see the amazing puzzles that Ravensburger is providing. And, and the fact that you have artists here who are going to be talking about their own puzzle and that people can actually meet them. So I hope to get a copy of this one and to get it signed by
Radina. Yeah. Well, thank you again, Michelle, and thanks everybody for joining us. Our next round starts at 4:15, so we hope you'll be back with us to watch that. It's the last one of the day, our final individual prelim D. And again, thanks on behalf of USA JPA, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, Michelle.
Yeah, thanks, Val, and thanks, everybody.